Hello and welcome to Coding Blind. Here you will find tutorials covering multiple programming languages as well as tips and tricks on how to use a screen reader. If you are already a subscriber, I want to thank you very much for your support. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you do so, make sure you click that bell icon to get notifications whenever I come out with new videos. Also, make sure to smash that like button if you do like the video. That really helps out with YouTube's algorithm. So enough chat now, and let's go ahead and get into the video. Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Keith here again, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Python and more specifically for loops. So we're going to take a list, and we're going to iterate through that list, and then for each one we'll show that value. So first thing, we're using NVDA Screen Reader. We are using Visual Studio Code for our text editor. I'll be using Git Bash, which is my Linux-based terminal environment, to show you whenever I run the Python code. And I believe that's it. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the terminal here I'm in a for loops directory. So that I created just a minute ago. Now, I'm going to press the applications key. There's no other file in here, so I just press the applications key, press
Paste
S,
shortcut S. Git bash here.
Git bash here.
Line,
I had to press it twice, but you press it, it cycles through, and then you press enter on the one you want. Now it's going to open up Git bash.
Lingo 60.
First thing we're going to do is type out echo greater, so that's no spaces, and then we're going to type the file name, which is going to be the file we're creating for the for loop. So we're just going to call it forloop.py. Press enter.
Laptop dash.
Now to open this in Visual Studio Code, we can do it right here from the command line. So code, that's what I'm typing now, code, CODE space, and then we're going to type nothing, because again it's the only file. We can press tab
for look.py
and it will populate it for us. Press enter.
Visual Studio Code. Document blank.
Alright, so it's going to open it up. Now whenever you create a file from the command line like that, it's going to put a line feed in here. We're going to delete that. So we're going to first create a comment just with a number sign. So shift 3 space, and then we're just going to say taking a look at for loop in Python 3.9. So let's read that.
Taking a look at for loop in Python 3.9.
Okay, so we're going to go down the line. Now, first we're going to declare our list. We're just going to make a list of names, maybe 3 or 4. So we're just going to call it names list. And so we say names list equals, I'm using camel case there. So names list space equals space, and then we say left bracket to create a list. So it's left bracket, right bracket. VS Code's going to finish that for me. So, and in here we're going to put names, so they're going to be a string. So our first name, so we're going to say quote John, quote, comma, and then we say space, and then we do another quote Paul, quote, comma, and then space, and we'll do one more, and I'll put mine. So quote Keith, quote, and again it finishes at right bracket,
blank, right bracket,
and then that's going to be it for the list.
Blank.
Now if we come to the end of this line and press enter, we're going to declare our for loop. Now the way that the for loop works is you declare the for loop with the keyword for, so FOR space
list.
Now right here we need a variable that's going to be each iteration. So for example, the first we'll call it in, as in November, or name. So that'd be for space in space. Now in will be each name. Okay, so and then we need to specify in, so in which is another keyword for this declaration, and then we space,
In 1 of 4. For look.
and then we say we need to call out the list that we're going to be looking at. So, and that's names list. So names
For look.
list,
Names
and
list.
then
For
colon.
look.py editor.
All right, so let's review this line again. So again, for is a keyword. It's a part of this declaration. In, so in is the second part of it. So we've got for in, which is just our variable name, and then in, and then the names, then the actual name of the list, colon. So listen to it.
For n in names list colon.
Okay, so we come to the end of this line,
Blank.
we press enter,
4 space.
and it indents us 4 spaces. So anything that we put here now will be ran for each name in this list. So what we want to do is we want to print left parenthesis,
For look.py editor
and
has
then just in as in November, which is the variable we stored, right parenthesis. Now, before I run this, I want to first tell you we do this because if we were to just print out the list, names list, it's actually going to print it how it's stored with the left bracket and then the quotes, comma, and you might not want that. So right now we just want to see each name in the list without having to deal with any of that syntax. So this is why we loop through it. Now, what we can do is we can save this, go back to our terminal,
Mingo 60.
and we can type Python space, and then we can, because it's the only file in here, we can just press tab,
For look.py.
and it just populates. We press enter.
Trace back left paren. Most
Oh,
recent
we got
call
an
last
error.
run
Hang
paren,
on one
colon.
second.
File quote c colon backslash users backslash kblack backslash OneDrive backslash my videos backslash YouTube backslash Python backslash for line loop backslash for look.py quote comma Lee. NE3 comma in less module greater. Names list left bracket quote John quote comma quote Paul quote comma quote Keith quote right bracket. Name error colon name tick names list tick is not defined.
Oh, okay, so it's not defined. You hear it read all that out to me, but I could have used my, and still can, my review cursor. So if you're on a laptop, you can just hold down caps lock, which should be your modifier key for NVDA or JAWS, and you hold it down and press your arrow keys, or you can use the numpad. So let's go back to our code. So obviously I have an error. Let's go where to
names list left bracket quote.
All right, so the problem here is that I didn't put the assignment operator, the equal sign. So names list,
Space left bracket.
I went straight to the left bracket. So let's go ahead and put an equal here. So you see how errors work too. We're going to save this and go back, and you can just up arrow
$Python
and then press enter.
John, Paul, Keith.
Okay, and we hear it print out the names. So I hope you learned something from this video. It is for loop in Python, and in the next video we are going to probably start to take a look at some bigger data types like list and what you can do on your list, and we need to look at dictionaries and things like that. So if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps YouTube's algorithm. So, and to really help get these videos out there, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and click that bell or icon to get notifications when I come out with videos. I'm trying to get more on a schedule here with these videos. So look forward to definitely more coming out at a more often and with a on a better schedule. So again, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you very much for watching.